I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
You are hopeful.
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
There's no stopping you, is there?
Not yet.
He's back! Can you believe it? He's back from heaven!
Not just that, he's winning!
Blood of Rakis! What does it take to stop that one?
Even if we live long enough to have grandchildren, they'll never believe us.
You amaze me. So much loss, and you keep fighting. Thank you.
Bloody hell! You're still alive! What in blazes do they make people out of where you come from?
Wielding death magic has its advantages, but you are much better suited to holding these people together.
Absolutely, my lord. If you can charge the gates of heaven on your own, I can keep spirits up around here. You there, Demetrius! Stop moping about! If this was your funeral, I'm bloody well certain you'd have been told.
Sorry, sir.
I heard Jason's mum say that you were sent by Akarak to save us. Is it true?
Not Akarat. I serve one called Rathma.
I looked through the portal. You did not. Did so. It's scary in there.
I was a fool to doubt you. You truly are a wonder.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
So you are capable of being serious?
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Durge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Her soul remains, but it is powerless.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
Then enlighten me, old man, if that is what you truly are.
What am I? I am covered as Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you tell me what it means to you?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
Then how can you see it?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were a simple and brutal warrior. I was wrong. You are wise in a way I have no words for. You cut right to the truth of a problem. I admire you more than I can say.
Outsiders seldom understand my kind, but you have looked deeper. I hope you always remember the power of that.
I will. Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Right.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
That would explain a great deal. You must miss your brother. Or his wife.
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
You can't be sure of that.
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
Unfortunate.
As low as I am, I would never frame him. Not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help!
We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
It was skillfully concealed. Leah's magic always did seem strange, but I assumed it was because she had not been trained.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
What does it say?
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying, but even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone.
It is always wonderful to see you.
I am returning to town.
The crystals within these halls are repositories for the angels' knowledge. They are worth more than all of the wealth in our world combined.
I require
That is not
corpse
possible.
for that. I must have a corpse. My health no. Restored. I am carrying too much.
You are too kind.
now, Angel.
Weakness consumes you!
No. I must have a corpse. I need to go back. I need a corpse. That is not possible. I require a corpse for that. I cannot do that. I must have a corpse. That is not possible. No. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. That is not possible.
You never cease to impress me.
My master would take pride in this. I must have a corpse.
Where is Tyrael? Fallen, broken. He knows the truth now. I will be victorious.
That is not possible for that. I'm afraid not.
Gardens. Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
Demons come from Diablo's realm of terror and burning hell.
I'm afraid not.
The Angelus Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a
I require a corpse for that.
Valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
I cannot do that.
Well done, Nephilim. Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
That is not the only Hell Rift. The flow of my legions will not stop.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I require a corpse for that. That is not possible. Do that. I cannot do that.
Closer to victory, Nephilim. You are too late, just as you always have been.
Demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning heavens. The gateway must be shut.
I require a corpse for that. No. do that. That is not possible. Night embraces you. That is not possible.
Imperius, the Archangel of Battle, is the greatest warrior in all of
I
creation.
cannot do that.
He revels in war and combat, and has led the hosts of heaven to innumerable victories. With Malthael's absence, it is Imperius who now rules over the Angiras Council, seeking always to defend the high heavens from any foe.
I need a corpse.
Destroy the Oculus, my hell rift will consume you.
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
Are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I need a corpse. That is not possible. I'm afraid not. All must serve the cycle. No.
Magnificent.
How dare you breach the sanctity of heaven!
have trained well. No. Be free now, Angel. I cannot do that. I require a corpse for that. I'm afraid not. I cannot do that. Tyrael.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory.
But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire.
I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
I knew you would understand with time.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
Diablo is readying his final blow against the high heavens. A devastating act that would disrupt the balance beyond all remedy. Tyrael and I must find a way to save both of our realms.
Corruption is thicker here.
I remember angels striding through these halls in all their majesty. We thought ourselves the masters of all creation. Our arrogance was our downfall.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
I lived only to serve my master Belial. But you killed him and unleashed the prime evil on the world.
An illusion!
I'm afraid not. Oh no. No. Your death nears! No. I'm afraid not.
A mighty foe has fallen.
Oh no. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Corpse. No. Fear the end. No.
Themselves must weep for their lost kin.
Weakness consumes you! That is not possible. I cannot do that. I'm afraid not.
I knew Inarius long ago, when he was still among the
I'm afraid
angels.
not.
But he grew weary of battling the demons after a time, and he began to secretly conspire with demons in order to forge a peace. The demoness Lilith became his greatest ally in the Hells, and many other demons and angels joined his cause. After he gained a following, Inarius stole the sacred World Stone and used it to create and conceal a world he called Sanctuary. Demons and angels alike fled there, and some of them, including Inarius and Lilith, fell in love. Many of these unions resulted in children. They were called the Nephilim.
Something different here.
I sense it as well. Be on your guard.
Both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant.
No.
The chill of hell will sap the life from your bones. Failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped.
I'm afraid not.
It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late. I can feel Diablo's corruption closing around the light of heaven.
The Angelus Council is no better than the prime evils themselves. We are just pawns in their cruel games, and now you help the worst of them all.
Cain would never say that!
That is not possible. No. Afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Glorious was alarmed when he realized that the Nephilim had the potential to surpass both angels and demons in power. He wished to limit their abilities, but Lilith demanded that they become her army. Their escalating conflict led to Sanctuary's discovery by the Demon Lords and the Angelus Council.
I cannot do that. The grave beckons.
Though I forsook my home, to see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow. Upwards, we must make it to the summit.
possible. I'm afraid not. That is not possible.
Your death nears.
That is not possible. I'm afraid not. That is not possible.
Your death nears.
No. I cannot do that.
I am released from my Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I come to kill another. Do not waste my time.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
We stand together as mortals.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
Thank you for leading me this far.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
I need to know more about the Crystal Arch.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
The angels themselves are born from it.
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
This harmony seems to have been lost.
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit
will die with him.
It is likely that she is already lost, though that may be hard to accept.
Leon knew the protective spells of the Horadrim. Diablo took control over her body, but he can never twist her mind.
Which of the angels voted to destroy humanity?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael. Who is he?
He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Angiras Council has been broken ever since.
Do you know why Malthael disappeared?
Long ago, when Anarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Have there been any clues about his whereabouts?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Tathamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Anu?
Just as Tathamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Then evil has been reborn in its purest form.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
I am trapped! You must keep going!
The 7 evils are one within me. I am Legion.
I cannot do that.
Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror. wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim!
There is no room. I am returning to town. I have a gift for you, Lyndon.
Is that so?
It's gold. Enough to repay the Merchants Guild and free your brother.
You're joking, right? You look like you're joking.
Do I ever joke?
I'm speechless.
I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
Is that right?
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
You haven't told me everything.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
You're going up against the Lord of Hell? Any last-minute purchases before you die?
I have watched you for some time now, and I would have you know that I am impressed.
Well, you've slain a fair number of foes yourself.
Your prowess is undeniable, but I meant you are a strong man who stands for what is right.
That is odd, coming from a criminal.
I could be wrong on the details, like who owns this jewel or that coin. It does not mean I am wrong when it counts.
To go back.
Perfect.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. Oh, jeez. You were like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
You're crying.
No. It's raining.
It does not rain here.
Well, it does now.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. Let us seek honor together.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
You and your sisters?
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
And Tyrael reminded you of him?
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
You will learn more about the Prophet's path as you make your own.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. I welcome the chance to travel with you.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Evil retreats, but it does not die.
Time will tell.
Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough.
have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished. And you should all... run. Malthael.
Brother. Why?
The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
In Westmarch. Of that I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim! Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
The gates.
These gates are bound by a spell I cannot break.
That is not possible. Rathma has blessed me. I cannot do that. That is not possible. No. I cannot do that.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets! It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Are there other survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk. That is not possible. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. That is not possible. I'm afraid not.
Defend the church! Repel these vile reapers!
Great challenge lies before us.
No. I cannot do that. I've never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's Bane! This is worse than I feared!
What is it?
A Death Maiden! Stop her!
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
I cannot do that.
Yes.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathmas say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
So the Horodrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
This magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it. I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them.
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
I found him in the streets. He seemed in a daze, so I brought him here with me, but he's hardly said anything. He's nobility of some sort, but I don't recognize the seal on his ring.
The flames!
The flames? Well, he was covered in soot. Perhaps he escaped from a fire. He never says more than a word or 2 at a time.
You ask, who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order and prove your conviction.
You are ill at ease, Cormac.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are one of many who believed in serving a righteous cause.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right? Let us seek our fortunes together.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
That sounds like magic. Or melancholy. I cannot tell which.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
There are many who do not forget the dead, Irena. They serve a purpose, as do we.
Let us fight this evil together.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
What's that noise?
Is something on your mind?
Do you think Cardium is under attack as well?
It must be.
At least they have the Iron Wolves. The Lord of Lies could not break them. The Angel of Death will not either.
What the hell is going on out there?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.